Hello fellow Peanuts fans, I'm Karen from CollectPeanuts.com. Today we're getting cozy with some estate sale finds. But before we get started, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and if you can help us out a little bit more, please join us on Patreon.com. Thank you to all of our Patreon supporters who help out behind the scenes with website hosting and all that good stuff, all the technology we need to make this channel possible. Now, let's get into all these bags and see what I bought, because I bought a lot of stuff and I've kind of forgotten. I just went with the vibe. All right, this little thing sitting right in front, we have a teeny tiny little ceramic bell. This is by Determined. It was a whole $1. Oh my goodness. Can you believe it? Darling. Absolutely darling. Guys, this candle from 3 Potato 4, this is what we're smelling right now. I haven't even lit it, and it smells so good. Seriously. They sent me this for free, just so you know, but we recommend. I usually don't like smelly things, but that is a good smell. Here we have Pirate Snoopy. I think this was a Whitman's character. Look at that, $2. Yeah, it says Russell Stover Candies on it. So this used to have a couple gold elastic bands to hold a candy box to it. But he's cute. I don't think I have this one. And I don't know, I just love Pirate Snoopy. Here we have a ruler. And it's not perfect. Paid $3.50. You know, not a bad price. I might be able to get this off of there, but I mean, the front of it is beautiful, and that's what everybody's gonna see. This lovely keychain. This is by Aviva. Probably 1970s, maybe early 80s. $3.50 for that. Can you believe it? Cheap. Happiness is having a friend. 1970s plaque here from Springbok, which is part of Hallmark. $3.50 again. Then we have Keep Smiling. This is a classic one. It's not all that uncommon. Another at $3.50 from Hallmark. Tiny little Woodstock. Couldn't pass him up. He is by Applause. $2. Yes, sirree. Got a little bit on his tail. I have to clean that up, but not a big deal. Watch tin. I spotted this in the photos. If you want to see the photos, there is a Patreon post with a video with all the photos and what I see in them. I was really hoping there was going to be a watch in here, but unfortunately, you can tell if it's just $1, there's no watch. But it's a nice tin. And somebody might want this. It's in decent condition. I wonder if my pair eyewear would fit in here. Maybe. Oh. All right, well, here's a quick plug for pair, just because I got to find out if this glasses case, if this watch case fits these toppers. Yeah, this is a Peanuts fall one. They don't have this one anymore, but they have other Peanuts ones. Let's find out. Moment of truth. Oh. I think I have a new eyeglass case. Look at that fat stack. Oh yeah. This is not going in the shop anymore. I'm sorry. And if you want some pair eyewear, I have a link in the description down below, And that helps out the channel. I make a little tiny commission on that, and it just helps me get more toppers for my glasses. I really like the sunglass ones. They're good for flea markets. Anyway, let's get back to the estate sale finds and not my ADHD. Oh, ho, ho. Stickers. Do I have these? I don't know. We're gonna have to find out. But at $2 a pack, who can pass that up? I couldn't. Snap those right up. It's Halloween. Love these. These are from Whitman's. There's a few more of these for Halloween, so thank goodness for that. It needs some dusting, but it looks to be in great condition otherwise, and I don't mind a little bit of dusting. I found this Belle doll. She is adorable. She's in really good condition. There wasn't any clothes there. Looks like her ear needs a bit of dusting, but we'll get you all cleaned up, Belle. She's gonna have to go in the shop, so somebody give her a happy home. Tiny little flying ace. I don't know why that had to be a song, but he was $1. That's getting Snoopy for a song. This is from Kurt Adler. This is the 90s. Cute little plush. What was I telling ya? I told you there was more Halloween banks. Love this one. It's so cute. I think I might have one of these in the shop already, so go get that. And there's another one in the package. You could potentially eat this candy. I don't know why you would. Do not eat the candy. This candy. It's probably like 25 years old. Is there a date? There it is. January of 99. So this is from 1998. Make note of that. It's swimming Snoopy. This is a wind up. He seems to work. At least his legs go. You can see they just went. I think he might need a little bit of encouragement to get him fully back to rights, because, you know, he probably hasn't been used in 30 years. He needs some cleanup. But he's $2, so I thought, you know, he'd make somebody happy. And then we have the PVC parade flying ace. We've got Snoopy and his cauldron. This one's Whitman's. This one's Whitman's. This one's, I believe, Determined. We have a Snoopy on a bike. Love this one. So cute. I like how there's like training wheels on the back, so he actually stands up. We have a Christmas ornament. This is also Whitman's. So this came with chocolate. Another chocolate box PVC from Whitman's. These all need a really good dusting. Yet another Whitman's PVC. So cute. Once again, Whitman's. This is from the summer chocolate boxes. I don't think they did those very long. I really hope these clean up okay. It's so hard to tell. And I can't remember. Is this Determined? Is this Applause? I can never remember this era of PVCs. And then we have another Whitman's. This one is for Valentine's Day. It says Kiss Me. We have another Adler plushie ornament here. Very cute. And this little guy, does he have his tag? He is Applause. $1. I couldn't pass up. Ooh! I always have to drop something. I'm glad every single time I drop something, it's always something that's not going to break. So thank goodness. Got this beanie toy. He's not like a Beanie Baby. He's actually higher quality. This is made by Applause. It was only available at Kohl's department stores. $3.50. Not bad. Flying Ace seems to be in great condition still. Just dusty. One more Applause plush here. He needs a good cleaning. He's got spots on the back of his head. I don't think I have Leave It to Beagle. So I snapped him up. How much was he? He was $3.50. So not a bad price. Here we have a couple of Hallmark cutouts. These were, I'm trying not to ruin them. They were $1. So I'm pretty sure this one's going in the shop. I don't know about this one though. I might not have this one. Might have to do a little bit of repair on this one to get Woodstock's snoot back together. Then we have this shopping list pad. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep it, sell it. I don't know. What should I do with this? Kind of looks like the cardboard backing is off of it. Maybe I just use it? Let me know in the comments. What should I do with this shopping list pad? I don't really make shopping lists. And then for some crazy reason, I picked up these Garfield paper clips. I'd never really seen these before, and I really love tiny office supplies. It's such an 80s thing. So if somebody else thinks that this would be better in their collection, please reach out. Because what am I even doing with these? This is very early Garfield. It does say 1978 on there, but I don't know if that's when these were made. These were by Dakin. And all the paper clips appear to be different. And we have this beautiful wrapping paper. I think I paid $1 for this roll. This is from Hallmark. I want to say maybe 70s, early 80s. And we have these vintage, I want to say 1970s ornaments. These are by Union Wadding. They look a lot like Determined Productions ornaments. Basically the same, but they're a different material. They're a little bit more cheaply made. It kind of looks like they were a Christmas gift based on this leftover tape here. So I'm wondering if somebody taped them together a long time ago and gave them as a gift. Because I also have I also have these other two. And it looks like the tape would have continued. So that would have been quite the package. Found this train. See it there? This is for greeting cards. This was by Hallmark. They fold out into like a little box, and then you put your Christmas cards in here. You don't see this one much. So this will be in the shop. It's not perfect, but I think it'll do for somebody. A lovely vintage gift bag here. Again, it's far from perfect, but I've never seen this one. And there's another part of the train. Then we got all of this gift wrap for $1 a piece. It's gonna be like that, is it? This is all Hallmark Ambassador. Oh, look at this one. I just saw Peanuts gift wrap and I just grabbed it. I didn't really register it. And now I get to actually, like, think about it. Look at all this great stuff. Next, some paper lunch sacks. This bag is open and some of them are used, but I don't think I have these. So at least I have an example from my collection. Now, I've never seen this particular mug before. I hate it when it snows on my French toast. This is one of those like thermal mugs. $3.50 on that. What a great deal. Gotta, whoa. Oh no. Well, that one's gone forever. All right, we have a, what is this, 1992 Hallmark ornament here. I don't remember pulling this out at the estate sale. keep wanting to call it a flea market. I think I go to too many flea markets. I took off of work to go to this estate sale, so no paycheck for me on Friday. All right. He looks pretty good. Whew. I probably didn't pay a lot. $3.50. And I grabbed this mini wind chime. Oh. I think I just gave this a quick spot check at the estate sale. And it all seemed to be there, so I figured, let's just go for it. And I think I got a good deal on this. Spotted this cute picture frame, thinking of you. How can you pass that up? $3.50. Love that. This is by Hallmark. Then we have a little story time on these. So I got to this estate sale at 7:15 in the morning. They were handing out numbers at 8 a.m. So I got there 45 minutes early. I was third in line, so I wasn't there early enough. No, I think third is pretty good. So I got to go into the house number 3, and I had done a recon to figure out where I wanted to go first. So I had to sort of guess where in the house the bedroom was that had all of the Snoopy stuff. And I guessed right, so I pretty much was able to make a beeline right to the room I wanted to start in. And there were a total of 20 people let in at 9 a.m. And so obviously somebody came up behind me and they grabbed these and walked out of the room. And I figured I can't get everything and all's fair in love and estate sales. So they walked off with these and I wasn't going to be able to get them. But then I eventually made it down to the basement, and who do I see? This pair of bookends. And I'm pretty sure there was only one pair of these bookends. So luckily, I was able to get them in the end. So I don't know if they changed their mind. This one's missing the green felty paper on the bottom. I don't think that's a big deal. And then, you know, they're not perfect. They need a little bit of cleanup, some dusting, but that's not too bad. And it's $15 for the pair, so I think that's a pretty good price. All right. This is the bag with the good stuff. This is where I put all the breakable stuff. When preparing for the flea market, I grabbed this cooler. This is like a soft-sided cooler. And I filled it with those, I just realized I think they took all of my shopping bags. Yeah, so I brought my own reusable shopping bags that I like to reuse for all my stuff. And I put them in my bags so that I can use them as dividers. I can use them as packing material. So hopefully they're in here. Okay, I do see some. Fingers crossed. Okay, I got this Aviva musical. This is really cute. There we go, $7.50. Look at that. His painting isn't perfect, and he needs a good dusting. But who can complain when it's just $7.50? Very cute. A number 4 candle. This is by Hallmark. While somebody was grabbing those heart-shaped bookends, this is what I was packing away. This was the first piece I grabbed. And I think you can see why. I love musicals. This is a musical. There's a little doohickey to turn it on. I think, is his head cracked? Dang it. I'm gonna need more light for this situation. Oh, there's something wrong at his neck. I can't tell. It's obvious that his head and his body haven't always been together. I can't tell if he's had a break or if part of the process of making this, like maybe his head gets applied to his body, and that's the line I'm seeing, and then like there's some like crazing in there, and then there's some missing paint. So I like this is the area where there's a little bit of missing paint. So I can't tell if this is just from production and then it's losing a little bit of paint, or if his head has been fixed and quite well put back on. So if somebody else has this musical and can examine it real close and let me know, like, is his head applied after the fact and you can just see a bit of a line? Because on the back of his head, it looks so perfect. And every time I see musicals being fixed, it's always kind of a bit of a botch job, unfortunately. Because, you know, it's hard to get them just right. And this one looks so good except for that missing paint. And I didn't notice it because, you know, most homes, they don't have great lighting. And then you've got all these like really high shelves, so you got lots of shadows. And I was just being grabby. And this was just $75. I think even if his head is like that, I think $75 is still a pretty good price for this. Like, if I were to resell it and his head has been fixed, I think $75 it would be a good price for this, especially since everything else about it seems to be pretty good. It does need a good cleaning to make sure everything is good, but you know, like the chimney looks great, like the paint on him is great. I don't see any other chips. It's just that bit of glaze and paint around his neck that has me worried. Because I think it would be really hard to have this whole body as one mold. So I think they might have applied the head to the body based on my knowledge from a ceramics class in college. And molds. Should we see if it works? I mean, I think I gave it a little bit of a twist, but I didn't really. All right, you're gonna have to wait for the video of this to come out to hear more of it. Yeah, let me know in the comments down below. Was $75 worth it for this little guy? I think so, but you know. Opinions welcome. What do you think? Where am I putting this? All right, here we go. We've got an apple. And this is a bank. Now, I think I saw something wrong with this. I think he's got like a little bit of a chip or something right here. I noticed that when I was buying it. See, I do check some things over. His tail looks intact, so that's good. Yeah, I think it's just a little bit of a chip. But I figured it wasn't too bad. And it was $3.50. Snoopy's Kitchen. Look at that. Nice glass there. This was $5, which, not bad, not bad. I can't quibble with that price. And another Snoopy's Kitchen. This one's got a little bit of a nick on the paint, but you know, $5, not bad. Well, there's 2 of my bags. Do you know what these are? Snoopy thumbtacks, $3.50, not bad. Very cute. I think these are butterfly originals. Then we have the Cake Pan of Delights, another Kurt Adler ornament. And I picked up this funky little guy. This is one of those cut and sew pieces of fabric. Just $1. I figured I could do something with it. I don't know what. We have Hallmark ornament here. I want to say this was like $1. Crazy. This is 1990, I think. Another Hallmark ornament here. The Beagle Express. Very cute. This cutie, it's a little stocking. I keep wanting to call this a swizzle stick, but this is a fun straw. What are these called? I should know. This is by Applause from the 90s. How can you pass up on that? It's just fun. And some Whitman's ornaments here. Let's just go through these real quick. Snoopy in his sleigh with the Woodstocks. Skiing Snoopy. Snoopy in the stocking. Snoopy sledding. Snoopy getting a tree. He must be like lumberjack Snoopy getting his tree. Then we have Snoopy pulling all of the little Woodstocks. Adorable little candle from Hallmark. Look at that. You never see this. Hopefully I can get the price sticker off the original label on the bottom. That original label. Hallmark. Then how could I pass this up? I love these things. Mesmerizing. I don't know if I have this one. Snoopy Fan Club. I think that's an early Snoopy Fan Club button. If anybody knows when this came out, please reach out. Then I got Try to Understand Me. Probably keeping this one. I'm not quite sure if I have it. Snoopy Fan. I love these. These are by Butterfly Originals. Snoopy for President. I don't know what the story is behind this. Is this a knockoff? Did this come from Hallmark in the 68 or something when they had stuff like this? Anyway, what's it say? Maybe it'll tell me. There is some sort of logo on the back. I can't quite make it out. And it also seems to be on the edge here, that same logo. Again, I can't quite make it out, and there's nothing UFS, but it is only the word Snoopy, so maybe they don't need the licensing for that. Got this golfing patch here. A little dusty. We'll see how it cleans up. But then I also have this clutch. Dropping things left and right. This clutch of IBC patches. Is there Lucy? Yeah, there's Lucy. Okay. Gracious. These were you would mail away for these and then get your patches. So there's Lucy, Linus, Frida. You don't see a lot of Frida stuff. Snoopy the Prince. I wonder if somebody picked up just one Snoopy, or maybe they used a Snoopy, because there is only one Snoopy in this pack, but there probably should have been 2. Just because there seems to be 2 packs of them here. And then we've got Charlie Brown, another Frida. If somebody needs one of these, or all of these for their collection, reach out. Next, cake pan of Snoopy. Who wants a cake? This will be going in the shop, but I might try it out. I don't know that I've ever baked this cake. And my birthday's coming up. Did you get me a gift? That's okay, you don't have to. But if you do want to, patreon.com, or you can buy any of this stuff from my shop. Next we have a Christmas gift from my mom. Look away, Mom. Don't look. Got her these pot holders. Do you think she'll like them? She likes blue. She likes quilts. She couldn't come. She had a long week. Another tiny Woodstock. Back to the peanuts. This one is by Plus. He was also $2. It's weird that the tag is on his tail. That's so bizarre. This isn't in the greatest condition, but I hadn't really seen it. It was $2. And it's got Soccer Snoopy on it. And I love a Soccer Snoopy. This looks like it's from the 90s. Just based on this Joe Cool motif here. That's a very 90s motif. Feel free to prove me wrong. I just feel it's very 90s. And this is by Canon. And I found this Mall of America mug. And I think we can all thank Pam today for her lovely collection. I assume. I don't really know. But I'm guessing we have Pam to thank for today. So thank you, Pam. Especially for this. I love him, even if his neck is broken. I'm hoping it isn't. We have some stickers from Hallmark. And some more stickers from Hallmark. Ooh. And this sheet of stickers. Oh, this was only 50 cents. That's good. More stickers. Oh, what's this? Oh, this should have gone with the Easter egg decorating kit. I wonder if that goes with that kit. I bet you it doesn't. It looks Hallmark. I just grabbed a bunch of stuff. Sometimes when stuff is cheap, I just say, just grab it. Like this postcard. I don't even know how much this was. There was no price on it. It does say 25 cents on the back, but I think that's like rummage sale pricing. It's not in the greatest condition. It's got a lovely vintage feel to it, and I'm pretty sure it is faded. But, I mean, it's beautiful. Just because it looks like crap doesn't mean it's not beautiful. That's your life lessons for me. Oh, I got this. Oh, we've got a bag from Des Moines. I have this informal collection of Hallmark bags that look exactly like this from different locations across the country. I should see how many I can acquire for cheap from different places. I don't know exactly when they use this style of bag. It kind of gives 60s vibes, like late 1960s, because of the red and the black and the white. I associate that with early Peanuts Hallmark. The latest Peanuts character copyright, not the copyright of the manufacturing of this bag. The latest character copyright is 68, so this is definitely after 68 at some point. And then this is an older Snoopy. This is an older Snoopy, so late 60s, early 70s, my guess. So let me know if you have one of these bags in your collection and what Hallmark store it's from. I think I've talked about them before. You should go find my diatribe on them. I don't know why I talk about them so much. I think it's because I find a lot of them, and I'm surprised they still exist. Anyway, static stick-ons. This is by Dakin. Dakin? I never know. I can never pronounce anything, so. I want to say this is from the 90s. Golly, this just keeps going, doesn't it? Just keeps going. We got a flag. This is NCE probably. Yep, NCE, probably late 90s. Got that logo there. Originally 20 bucks. I got it for $5. Good deal. And this is an embroidered one. This would be a beautiful flag. And what's funny is I paid $5 for this one that's like mint in the original package. But then there's this one that I paid $12.50 for, exact same size. This one is Christmas. Not in the original package. It doesn't look really used or anything. If it was used, it was probably indoor. It's in great condition. But still, you know, it's not in the original package. And I paid $12.50. So, you know, it all comes out in the wash, right? Now this. I can't tell if this has been used. I might have to count these sheets. I think maybe this is just how it gets packaged. But this is Hallmark Stationery. Unfortunately, this isn't one of the Hallmark Stationeries with the like beautiful box. But I do really like this stationery. I'm guessing this is from the 80s. And because the cellophane is still there, it's probably unused. Guys, can you believe it? More stickers. Whoa! Surprises. I don't know that I have these. I like finding new things. It's so hard to find new things. This is something I didn't have. I wasn't sure what this was from the photos. But this turns out to be a bookmark. It's like vinyl, and I think you put this like over the page. It's from Hallmark. We're back to the stationery. Look at how adorable that is. We got water skiing Snoopy. Hallmark. So we got way to go. Nice little post-it notes there. Don't look at my face. Look at the post-it notes. There we go. We have memory jogger. Oh, we got a luggage tag here. This is by Viva. More memory jogger. I'm gonna have to sell the unused one. Sell the used ones. I assume they're used. It's too bad they cut off the price tag there. Cheerios stickers. I have a video on these, so go check out that video. These are Mellow Smellos. They do not smell. They just smell like that nice old lady's house smell. I don't know. Like, I don't know, how do they get their houses to smell like that? What is this smell? Is it like, it's almost like their entire house is doused in like a fabric softener. I don't know what it is. Old ladies, what is your secret? I'm gonna be with you soon. Happy holidays. I don't think this sticker is licensed, but I grabbed it. If anybody knows more about this sticker, please reach out. Beautiful. Beautiful set of pencils. Did I tell you I used to just collect pencils? Not Peanuts pencils, just whatever pencils I would find. And so I love a good pencil moment. These are by Empire Pencil Company. And still in the package. I don't think I have this package of pencils. Look at this guy. I couldn't leave him behind. He was so cute. I think he's Butterfly. Yep, Butterfly Originals. I think he could use like a little refresh on the fur because he's looking a little bedraggled. But he's full of, I want to say nutshells. He was $5. Yeah, crushed nutshells. Love these though. He's got both of his eyes and his eyebrows. Great. Adler ornament, glass ornament. This will be going in the shop. Somebody's going to be lucky enough to put this on their tree. It's very cute. There we go. Look at it. It says, don't look down on the pencil. Oh, this is what was in that basket. If you want to know what I'm talking about, you got to go to the Patreon. There's a post, Find of the Week, and it's like Peanuts estate sales. There's a video where I'm like, I don't know what that is, but I think it's this or this. It wasn't either of those things. You should go find out what I thought this was. Now I'm older and I'm wiser. And I have this magnet that's been repriced a couple times. I'm going to have so much fun undoing all these price tags. I want to say this is... I can't remember the maker on this. Wecolite? Wecolite? I don't know how it's... Wecolite. I think it's a Wecolite magnet. I found these on the fridge, and the guy who was in the checkout before me, he's like, good job finding those on the fridge. I miss those. Yeah, that guy got a bunch of good stuff too. So he got the pennant. And he got something that I hadn't seen when I was going through stuff. It was a bike thing, and I was like, oh, I would love that. We have a cool Christmas. Oh, I have two of those. Those were by Magnetic Collectibles. And then I have this one. This might be Wecolite too. Wecolite? I need pronunciation guides on everything in my life. And then there was this teeny tiny little patch. I don't know if this is from something. Please reach out if you know what this patch might be from, because it feels like it came off of something. Then we have another set of Post-it notes here from Hallmark. Then we have a paperweight from Butterfly Originals. He's in beautiful condition. Just beautiful. And just $2. A tweezer, a tiny scissor, and some like bandagey stuff. Oh, it's as hard as a rock. It's almost like a ribbony bandage thing. And then these are like safety scissors. I could probably use the tweezers. Where did these come from? I didn't buy them. What's going on? I thought I only got random stuff when I like bought full collections. I don't know. Okay, there's one more box. The moment you've all been waiting for. It's my new little pony. Aww. You know, sometimes you just find things that make you happy. This is a Hasbro Softies. And I paid, I want to say like $5 for this. I don't know what happened to the price tag. Let me know if I got a good deal. This Snoopy garden sculpture. I don't know if it's been sitting in the garden. It's going to go in my greenhouse. He is far from perfect. He's losing his paint. There's a big scratch on his nose. I might be able to get that out, but the paint coming off, I don't think you can come back from that. So I'm just going to display him in my greenhouse so we get some gardening time. I picked up these two Belle dolls. Very different looking, aren't they, from each other? Oh, here, maybe if I show this side. What's interesting, her foot says Verde, which, as we all know from salsa, means green. And then this one says green. So this is a Spanish language version of this doll. This is the, I want to say like Belle. I can't remember the name of it. Let's just put it on the screen right now. There it is. Yeah, so a Spanish language version. She doesn't, I think she's missing her bottoms. So she's incomplete. But this vest, you can see that it is printed on there, and it's also sewn into her. So it's not somebody's version of this. It's just a completely different version. And you can see their head shape is a little bit different. So on this one, you can see it's got a nice curve back here, whereas this one, that curve isn't as nice. So I think this Belle doll definitely needs some cleanup, some TLC. I thought $7.50 was a little high, but whatever. Oh, you can undo her zipper on the back here. Is there anything in there? No. This one says it's made by Determined Productions. Oh, this is the Estrella one. I was wondering. So this is probably from Brazil or something like that. If you know more about that, please reach out. It's just amazing to find an Estrella version in the United States, in Wisconsin, from the 1980s. Who knows? Who knows? It's very strange. And I will tell you, so, you know, maybe that's a good deal, because I didn't have to pay for shipping from South America. I'm not getting into collecting Estrella stuff. But you can see, based on the American version, that there should have been like a woodstock for the pocket here. That seems to be attached to this skirt. I think this skirt is factory sewn on. There is a Velcro here. Yeah, it's like completely attached. So I don't know. Maybe the South American one is just a lot different. But, you know, there's not enough colors. So you got orange, you got blue, you got yellow and red. So we're missing 2 colors on our Spanish version. I assume this is Spanish. I took French. Unless it's Portuguese. I don't know. Somebody let me know. And we have Bath Time Snoopy here. I always thought his brush was yellow, but this seems to be his brush because there is a letter S on it. Anyone wants to help finance that new camera? So we have the letter S on the brush. It says 1979. I would have to see if that checks. He's got his robe. That looks like his robe for Tub Time Snoopy. He's missing his towel. They always are. Yeah, it's got the right logo, I think. KTC. I think that says KTC down there. $6, not too bad. Here we have Be My Valentine. Can you see that? Be Mine. Valentine Snoopy. Still got his tag. How did that happen? It looks to be in great condition. I think this was available at Hallmark. Ambassador. $3.50. Look at her. Beautiful. She's still got her headband. Love that. $6. Love that. Yep, she's definitely the Determined Productions version. Finally, I think this is... Everything's okay. All right. Finally, we have this Snoopy. This is an applause Snoopy, I believe. Yes, this is an applause Snoopy. It's got the tag there. I remember getting one exactly like this when I went out to Santa Rosa in 96, 98? When was that, Mom? I don't remember. About then. We went out to Santa Rosa, and this is what I picked out. Not this exact guy, but yeah. And now you can have one too, because I need to sell this one, because this is not, because I obviously already have one. So somebody needs to take him home. His leather, this like fake leather sometimes gets all crackly, but this one is in perfect condition. His elastic for his goggles is a little loose. You could just tighten that up or just leave it as is. It's all good. Happens over time. Very handsome boy there. Circus bell. So this goes with the circus plate, if you've ever seen that, by Schmid. Clown capers. This bell is number 38 of 10,000. Look at that. That is quite a low number. Surprisingly, I don't have this bell yet. I don't really seek out bells, but, you know, this was a good deal. That is a crazy smile. Snoopy's got a bit of that, too. They must be laughing at something really hard, or trying not to laugh. Who knows? Ooh, I definitely seem to be missing some of those reusable shopping bags, which I think I just have to get over it. I have more. They're so easy to come by. Just let it go. Yeah, let me know in the comments if I should calm down and what your favorite find of the estate sale was. Let me and the Spirit of Pam know what was your favorite. I'm definitely still stuck on that musical. This one here. Do be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, join us on Patreon. Thanks to our Patreon supporters for making stuff like this possible. And join us at CollectPeanuts.com, where you can see more photos of my collection, including the other version of you. Buy something for your own collection and read all of my articles about collecting peanuts. They're a lot less rambling than I am in real life, just so you know. Happy collecting, everyone. Bye. Oh boy. I'd say time to get dusting, but I have to edit this video first. Does anybody know the name of this My Little Pony? I could probably just Google it and find out in a minute. This has bows as her cutie marks. That is a thing I know. I think I have to get some fabric softener for the hair and then restyle it. I think that's how that works. More research needed. Oh, that's what I needed. More projects.